What up, everybody? A couple days ago, Joseph Sikora, who plays Tommy, was asked on X if there was any official release date yet for the new season of Power Book Force. And he replied, not yet, but Stars literally just hit him up and told him that they're putting everything in order. So I think this likely means we'll get a release date announcement this Thursday or Friday when the Raising Kanan Season 4 official trailer drops, which is expected to be Thursday or Friday of this week. This likely means that the announcement for BMF Season 4 will be later this week also. The last time we saw Tommy Egan on screen in Power Book Force was the beginning of November 2023. So it's going to be almost 2 years since the last time Force aired. So to me, it kind of seems like Force was the book out of all the Power spin-offs that was least pushed because Ghost already aired 4 seasons by the time Force Season 3 airs. Raising Kanan will have aired 4 seasons. I've also heard BMF is coming this summer before Force, and Force is airing in the fall, but that isn't official yet. But if that does happen, even BMF got 4 seasons aired before Force aired its 3rd and final season. And concerning Power Book Force Season 3, we haven't even got any kind of updates concerning the cast and new characters that will be on the show or anything like that, because we've known about the new characters for Raising Kanan Season 4 for months now. It kind of seems like they're keeping things real quiet when it comes to anything about Season 3 of Force. Keep it in mind that Gary Lennon has said in the past, after Season 2 finished airing, that Stars kept asking him about bringing an OG character back to Force, but he said that the timing wasn't right because there was too many storylines from Season 1 that need to be tied up before that. But he went on to say, if given a Season 3, then he would bring this character back. So the big question is, who was he talking about? And is this why things have been kept so quiet concerning Force Season 3? Could it be that Ghost makes his return in the final season of Force? And there's also a lot of expectation concerning a Book 2 crossover in the final season of Force as well, because of the phone call that Tariq got in the credits of the final episode of Ghost. One thing to also keep in mind is that they planned Season 3 in advance to be the final season of Force. And that's a lot different from the final season of Ghost that they rushed to get done before the writer's strike and didn't know at the time that it would be the final season. In addition to an OG character or characters returning the final season of Force as well as Tariq, there's also a lot of expectation that Kane Tejada will end up in Chicago and be in Force Season 3 at some point, because the fact Book 2 ended with Kane going on the run with a bag of money, but it was never said where he went to. And Kane could follow in the steps of both Liliana and Tommy by deciding to relocate to Chicago. And if that happens, it's only a matter of time until Kane meets up with some members of CBI and eventually gets to Tommy and Diamond. If Gary Lennon wasn't talking about bringing back Ghost when he was talking about an OG power character returning for Season 3, then he was most likely talking about the return of the Savello mob, Aunt Dolores, and Elisa Marie Proctor. I wonder if Elisa Marie changed her last name to Savello yet, because that was Proctor's real last name, but he took on the last name of his stepfather to distance himself from the family. If Elisa Marie gets raised by Aunt Dolores, she might decide to change her last name back to Savello. It was also said by Joseph Sikora a while back on Instagram that Dolores would be in Force Season 3 when asked by a fan on Instagram. And if the Savello mob returns, this would not be good news for Tommy, because they want blood for killing Joe Proctor and Savello mob capo Benny. This is why he left New York in the first place, and faking his death benefited him a lot by getting the Savellos off of his back. The other power characters I could see showing up on Force would be 2-Bit or Blanca, but if they do appear in Force Season 3, it will likely be at the very end, because the Book 2 timeline is ahead of the Force timeline right now, and they were both still in New York in Season 4 of Ghost. I also think we could possibly see Tasha in season 3 now that her and Tommy have hashed things out. The characters from season 2 of Force that I'm expecting to be in season 3 would be Tommy, his family JP, Kate, and D-Mac, Diamond and Jannard, as well as the other CBI soldiers introduced in season 1 and season 2, Marshall, Shanti Showstopper, Vic Flynn, Miguel Garcia, Stacy Marks, and her husband, Bobby DeFranco. A couple characters questionable for season 3 is Mireya, either though I expect her to be in season 3. But Joseph Sikora said on X a while back that he can't confirm anything regarding Mireya being in season 3 or not. And the same goes for Claudia Flynn, who last got stabbed in jail at the end of season 3 and is assumed to be dead. But since her death hasn't been confirmed, it could be like another Felipe Lobo situation where she gets stabbed in jail, survives, and gets put into some kind of special protective custody because of it. Another character that's up in the air for season 3 is King Kilo, who's portrayed by Glenn Big Baby Davis. It was supposed to be getting out of prison in season 3. But because Glenn Davis is serving a real-life prison sentence right now, I don't know if he got to film anything for season 3 before starting his sentence or not. If he did, it's likely that he'll get killed off in an early episode because of that, and there's also a chance that they recast a different actor to play that character like they did with Theo from Power Book 2. Because King Kilo was supposed to play a major role in season 3, whether it meant a lot of screen time or not, because the fact that D-Mac killed King Kilo's nephew at the end of season 2, and King Kilo wanted revenge because of that. And Jannard agreed to hand D-Mac over to King Kilo when he got out of prison, and Diamond was down with this plan, and they were planning to keep this a secret from Tommy. Another key plot to start season 3 is what did Miguel do with Mireya? Because he told Tommy that he would never be seeing her again. But I don't think Miguel would kill his own sister, either though I don't put it past him either, especially now that his grandma's no longer alive to keep him in line. Because if he doesn't kill her, what did he do with her, and how long is he going to be able to keep her hidden? And there's also the fact that Diamond doesn't even know about Tommy's relationship with Mireya, because Diamond already warned Tommy about her and how Miguel feels about anybody trying to be with her. So it's going to be hard for Tommy to turn to Diamond for help, especially when CBI and Miguel's gang are supposed to have a peace treaty, and starting to beef with Miguel will get in the way of business. In addition to that, there's also the fact that Tommy's brother JP turned on him at the end of season 2, saying he wants nothing more to do with Tommy, after Tommy gave Kate coke and she ended up in the emergency room and last seen on life support fighting for her life. Either though I do expect her to survive, because I don't think Tommy has even made it back to New York to hash things out with Tasha yet on the current Force timeline. So going into season 3, Tommy just got himself in CBI to the top of the Chicago drug game, but he has problems coming from every angle. His nephew's in danger, his brother wants nothing more to do with him, his girl is nowhere to be found, and potentially in danger from her crazy brother. He can't trust his business partner, and I haven't even mentioned yet the fact that Vic Flynn is a snitch. And there you have it. I'm expecting some news concerning season 3 of Force real soon after Joseph Sikora's latest comments. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.